let's walk through how to create a couple of these geometric patterns using the Smart Split tool in Ibex. To start, I'm going to place a rectangle in my workspace. This is going to define the boundary of the piece. This is a 4-inch square. So I can place that, and then I'm going to select it and create an offset. I'm offsetting internally 0.15 inches to create the internal boundary of this piece. Now I'm also going to place a circle for patterning purposes in the middle, select everything, and then Control-Alt-5 to align everything to center. You'll notice that the circle realigned there. So now there's two things I need to do to create this pattern. The first is to create a hexagon. So I'm going to bump up the outer radius to, 2 inches. That doesn't quite eclipse the rectangle, so let's make it 2.5. That looks pretty good. I'm going to put that over there, and then I'm going to create a single polyline using the Shift key to lock it to horizontal, right there. Selecting the hexagon, I can offset it internally. I'm going to bump up the offset to 0.25 and then max it out. I just want to have as many of those as I can fit. Then I'm going to take this and use the multi-copy tool. That's what I was doing before, but now I'm going to select this circle here and change the alignment to the left side. And let's decrease that radius because this is what I want. I want the radial lines like in the pattern. And let's bump those up to 12. That looks pretty good. I can apply. Now there's a few different ways I can align this, but I'm going to snap to the center of the circle and then just drag that pattern over it. Looks like I lost the inner offset, so I will just drag that over there. So that's it. That's the basis of the geometry in this design. I'm going to get rid of that line and then create a copy using the Control key because both designs are based on the same bones. So let's start with this one. I'm going to zoom in on my selection. And now it's pretty simple. All I have to do is, with everything selected, I'm going to actually remove the outermost boundary because I want to leave that one alone. Go to the Edit tab, Smart Split, and this is where I select the boundaries of the design. So in this case, I'm selecting, and I've just realized that the circle was selected. I don't want that selected, so I used Control-Click to remove it from the Smart Split selection. And now I have the boundary here selected and the innermost hexagon selected. Hit apply, and there's my design. Get rid of that circle that I mistakenly left in there. That's the first design done. So for the second design I had pictured, all I really did was alternate my selection here. So I'm selecting the alternating hexagons going down and just rotate them using the snaps over so that you have that alternating pattern. This time I'm going to get rid of the circle first, select everything, and again remove the outermost boundary. Enter Smart Split and select the boundaries that I want to use, apply, and there's the second design, ready to go. So now that I have these created, I'll slide them together and zoom in on that selection. I can select the inner design and then apply my engrave. So I have a 3D engrave toolpath template saved using a 90-degree V-bit, and I can apply that to both. And that will finalize then the design that I had created before. Reset my workspace, and now the last step would be to select the boundaries and select a profile. I have one here that uses a thick material with a final pass. And then I can go to manufacture, check my ordering. In this case, I want the engraving to be done first and the cutout second. That looks okay. Accept, and I'm ready to output to my machine. That's it for these samples in Ibex.